Hey guys, Ben Herring here again, and today's video comes at a request from Matthew Boonmass, one of the subscribers here to the channel and a good friend. Now Matthew really struggles, like a lot of us, from 50 to 75 yards with that wedge shot. He hits a lot really fat and he thins a whole bunch as well. Well, today I'm going to give you a couple drills and a couple techniques that are going to help you to make solid contact on those 50 to 75 yard wedge shots and really get the ball much closer. Now, most of us get really excited about hitting that driver really far down there. And if you haven't checked out my video on how to increase your driver distance, make sure you check that video out. It'll really help you hit the ball a lot further. Now, hitting the ball further is all great, but if we're putting ourselves in that 50 to 75 yard range and we're really struggling, well then all of a sudden, all of that distance that we just gained is completely useless because we're not putting the ball any closer to the hole. Now from 50 and 75 yards, we should be attacking the flagstick at every moment, not just trying to make solid contact. So let's focus a little bit on why people struggle with the wedges today, and specifically why Matt struggles with the wedges from 50 to 75 yards. Now what I want you to see on the setup position, all right, the first move that a lot of folks make, including Matt himself, when they're hitting these wedge shots, is that club starts to get way behind you immediately. And you'll notice what will happen. So that club will snatch way behind and that club face will open a lot with the hands rolling. And you'll notice the hands start to go out, all right? Hands start to go out, head starts to go in. And then that club gets wrapped way behind us and that club is really laid off at the top. Now most people will return the club straight over the top and then they'll hit that hard pull. It'll come in real steep. And when it's coming in really steep with these wedge shots, it's really hard to get solid contact the way that we want. It's hard to be consistent. That's why sometimes we could hit it fat, and sometimes when we flip our hands real early, we'll hit it really thin. And then we really struggle with those wedge shots. Now what I want to see, and I'll give you a little drill here to help you get it, but what I want to see is I don't want that head getting snatched way behind you. I want the shaft of the club to stay more on the foot line, not get that head way in behind you. I don't want the head way out, but I'd like to see it more on the foot line so it stays more on the plane of the golf swing. Now I'm going to grab one of these. We talked about these before. Again, these are driveway indicators at Walmart. You can get 2 of them for $5 in the automotive section. You better have 2 of these in your bag if you want to get better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to lay it right on that ball line. And then I'm going to take one more and I'm going to put it in my grip so that it sticks out just a little bit like that. And I'm going to set up to this ball. Now what I don't want, which is what Matt struggles with and a lot of you struggle with this, I don't want that club getting way behind and now this thing is pointing way out there. What I'd like to see is that stick getting pointed onto the ball line, so our target line. So now as I take it back, I take that point and I point it more on that ball line when I swing that club back for these wedge shots. So again, not snatching it in here and getting it pointed way out. We want this thing pointed more on ball line. All right, so that'll get pointed more on ball line and that'll keep us on plane a whole lot better. You know, so you could do this without a ball. So just lose the ball, go ahead and throw the stick down and get your club on it and do a bunch of these. I would say do this 10 or 15 times until you really feel that club work back on the proper plane. And then once you do that and you get that feel, then lose the sticks and go ahead and try to get it back on that same plane. Staying more on the plane and not snatching that thing way underneath the plane is really going to help make more solid contact with those wedge shots. So now let's give another little tip, another little drill. This is something that most people have at their house. If you have a pool, everybody's seen these, you can get them at Walmart. It's just a pool noodle. Now what the heck is this pool noodle for? Well, the problem I see with most people is when they make a swing, the arms get disconnected from the body. Right, so the arms start to swing out and we really don't get a lot of body rotation or chest turn at all. And so now an old Ben Hogan's secret, one of his 5 secrets, was to have pressure in the upper armpits to stay connected to the body, right? What does that mean, right? So just imagine you didn't put deodorant on this morning, right? You don't want anybody to smell your armpits. So now I'm going to apply pressure in my armpits so that my arms stay connected to the core of my body. So now all of a sudden I can turn and make swings with the body as opposed to the arms just swinging separate. So now this is where the pool noodle comes in. So I want you to take the pool noodle, I want you to slide it under your armpits, okay? And once you get that pool noodle tucked in there, now you have to maintain pressure just to keep that thing in. And now it forces you to really feel what it's like to turn the club back with the body as opposed to just swing it with the arms. Because if I swing it with the arms, that thing's coming out right away. So get that pool noodle in there, tuck it up under. You could even hit golf shots with this pool noodle underneath that. And so feel that. Hit a few easy golf shots and really feel how the body has to turn through impact as opposed to the hands just flipping and the arms going. And so then eventually you could hit really quality wedge shots. So we had those two drills. The one was with the alignment sticks or the driveway indicators where we really wanted to get that club and stay on plane. The other one is to feel connected with the pool noodle. Have that pressure in the upper armpits, which really allows you to stay nice and connected. And then eventually you can hit really quality wedge shots just like this. Use those two drills to help take control of your golf game and really dial those wedges in from 50 to 75 yards. Matt, thank you so much for sending in that suggestion. And if you have a suggestion or if there's a video you'd like to see, post it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Only subscribers are going to get their videos posted. So again, if you'd like to see a video or there's something you'd like me to work on for you, post it in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and we will help you take control of your golf game today.